Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name is Ross, and as always told, I had a voice of radio. So today, we are getting ready for the Bilbao Regional Championships this weekend. I say regionals, it's actually a special event. Pokemon are streaming it, I'm going to be on the caster team. You can watch it at pokemon.com/live. And today, I am going to be playing Turtonator Volcanion, which, as far as I'm concerned, is the best deck in the expanded format. It is definitely my personal favourite. So we're going to start off here looking at the deck for Turtonator Volcanion. It's only fair if I show you a deck list. Here is what the deck looks like. I adore this deck, ladies and gentlemen. I love that Turtonator can get KOs with Shell Trap, which will then KO weak Pokemon like, for instance, Pumpkaboo and Joltik. I love that Bright Flame does 160, and of course, all of this can be boosted with Steam Up. You've got Power Heater, which is a strong attack, which can be boosted with Steam Up. And of course, in Expanded, we got Blacksmith. You get to attach 2 fire energy from your discard pile to one of your fire Pokemon. So with that in mind, let's play some games. Now, the goal today, I'm only going to be streaming for about an hour, ladies and gentlemen, and I apologise, and I don't think we're going to be able to fit in any viewer battles, and for that, I'm very sorry. The goal very much is, I'm going to try and record a video. Essentially, this week, I am very, very busy. I'm moving house on Wednesday. I'm going to Spain to commentate Bilbao special event on Friday, and I'm there all weekend. So I need to try and queue up some videos. So the goal is, we're going to try and do this. We're going to try and get a video going with this. I am going to try and do a video about the Japanese Zoroark GX list. It's a very fun list. So, apparently we're on a win streak of 2. I was unaware of that, but that's all right. And I really am intrigued to see this deck in Bilbao. Quit your job, sell your house, and live on the street making YouTube videos full time. If you knew how much time and effort it had taken to buy the house, you would not even be joking about selling the house. We are living there forever. That house is never being sold. The reason I've not been on Overwatch soon is very simple. I'm moving house this week and going to Spain. I've not played much Overwatch. What is that? That is after a mulligan. I mulliganed into this hand. Rubbish. Yes, do join the Discord, ladies and gentlemen. There's a link on the screen there. Do join the Discord. Last I checked, it was full of lovely people doing lovely things. This is about the worst opening hand you can have. However, if I draw into a Sycamore, Ultra Ball, etc., oh lordy, that's a bad hand. So, that's it. That's it. That's my entire first turn. There's no way that could possibly... Oh yeah, Zoroark GX is going to be immense and expanded with Skyfield. And it's going to be legal at Bilbao... No, it's not, sorry. No, I'm lying to you. Oh, it looks like we're playing Night March. There's nothing we can do. If my opponent is playing Night March, then as soon as they get set up, we lose. But how often are you going to start a game and have 5 basic energy, 1 Pokemon and a Floatstone after a mulligan? Yeah. If he drops a... And now we just get to sit, and we're not even going to play this game, ladies and gentlemen. I am not going to let my opponent just go through. That is a bad game. That is a bad start. But I still contend it's a good deck. I was so tempted to play AZ for the game. I love how many of you, I look at the chat and it's just, play the AZ, lose the game. Lose on your own terms. Why am I never on Discord anymore? I'm going to be honest. The reason I'm not on Discord very much is the same reason that I am not on Overwatch very much. The past couple of weeks have been crazy, ladies and gentlemen. It really has been just constant work, to be perfectly honest. It's just been constant trying to sort out my house sale and everything else. It's been a crazy, crazy couple of weeks. It really has been full on. But that's all right. These things happen. It's been fun. I'm buying a house. House is awesome. But with the combination of buying a house and trying to run a YouTube channel, and we all know I put out way too much content on my channel. It's kind of ridiculous how much content goes out. So between all of that, it has been just crazy busy. But don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm going to be on the Discord more in the near future, and it's going to be great. It's going to be fun. So what we're going to do is get rid of these two and grab ourselves... What's he got in the active? A Tapu Lele. So really, we want a Turtonator. Right. I don't really want to use my Shaman yet, but it could be fun. Yeah, let's do that. I maybe should have attached that fire energy as well and discarded the Colrus, but this, ladies and gentlemen, this is how we learn. Now, it is going to be a slightly shorter stream today, so get as much enjoyment as you can. That worked. That worked really nicely. Now, we do need to stop discarding energy cards soon, but we can draw a couple more with Scorched Earth. Now we get one. And I'm going to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. I quite like the idea of just using Blacksmith this turn. We don't need really anything else. We just need an energy next turn to put on Turtonator. So to be perfectly honest, that's a good turn one. 2 fire energy next turn and we get the KO on Tapu Lele. I've left the Shaman in the active. I don't think he's going to KO it. But if he does, he does. It's not the end of the world. I don't want to put my Turtonator in the active, because then with a double colourless, my opponent can be hitting 80, 110 with a choice band. That's quite a lot. As a business teacher, what would I recommend for someone opening a card shop specialised in Pokemon cards in a downtown area of a city with no other competitor around? Gonna be honest, not a question I usually expect to see. So my opponent's playing Fossil Excavation Kit. Just trying to get these out. It's a very unusual deck. He plays Old Ember Aerodactyl, gets his Aerodactyl out, and 120, yeah, we're going to win. Oh, and he even ends us as well. This could not be going very much better, ladies and gentlemen. This is very nice indeed. So what would I recommend? If you've got no competitors, what I would recommend is being so good that even if a competitor does open up, nobody cares. And the way you do that is by treating your customers with respect and being nice to people. As lame as that might sound, that's exactly what you do. You treat your customers like valued customers, and you make sure that they never want to go anywhere else. Gonna be honest, he's taking a long time here to do not... Oh, actually... He's going to get the KO on Shaman with Aerodactyl. Ha! Thing is, his deck is wildly inconsistent. Oh, and he scooped. Okay, so you could see from that game, we were going to get set up. It ran very well. We were going to be hitting for 160 every turn. We just never actually got the chance to do so. Now, that was going to be my other point. If you're going to be opening up a shop, why does it have to be only Pokemon? Because people like Yu-Gi-Oh! And people like Magic, you can love Pokemon and open up a Pokemon shop, but why not sell Magic as well? The internet is full of people that know about stuff. Find yourself a friend who knows about Magic and roll with that as well. Excuse me? May want to send it to a business inquiry email. I am literally a professional business teacher. Although admittedly, I don't have time to go into as much detail as we might like. I do love his Lycanroc costume there. Seriously though, there's a comic shop in Nottingham. It's called Chimera Games that I used to frequent when I lived in Nottingham. And the reason I went back there was because they were lovely. Every time I went there, they treated me with nothing but kindness and respect. And for that reason, I never had any inkling, never had any intention of going anywhere else for my business. Didn't even consider it. Comics, bought from there. Pokemon cards, bought from there. But yeah, do try and expand a little bit. So we're up to 85 people. Hopefully we'll hit 100 soon. My question to you, ladies and gentlemen, where are you in the world? And what time is it wherever you are? The Tannenbaum-Schmidt continuum. Oh, that's dull. No. No is the honest answer. Oh, I teach about that way too much. Maybe another time when I'm in less of a hurry. Let's say that. So, it looks like we're playing against Gardevoir here, and our goal, quite frankly, is just to be faster than our opponent. And, Xerneas Gardevoir's not the better build of it. And I feel pretty good about being faster than our opponent. So we can get rid of an AZ and an energy there. Might as well... now. It's going to take 2 steam ups and a muscle band to get a KO on a Gardevoir. Yeah. So let's get a second Volcanion ready to go. We can pop an energy on Turtonator. We can then shame in for 5. Yes, I would like to get 6 cards in my hand. Well, 5 more, but 5 will do. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I love this. This is awesome. So, first thing we want to do is get rid of a couple of energy, and then we want to get rid of a supporter that we might need. So, what have we got in a discard? Oh, I really want more than 2 energy. Oh, we've got 2 battle compressors. We're good. So, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're just going to get free energy from the first battle compressor. Then we're going to play another battle compressor, set ourselves up for some VS Seekers in the mid to late game, and we're going to grab ourselves... Now, we've got a blacksmith in hand, so let's just get rid of a Lysander, Sycamore. Oh, and I'd love a Colrus, but it's apparently prized. And honestly, I don't want to get rid of anything else here. No, we're going to get rid of a Volcanion. I don't think I'm going to be using too many of them. So we can get rid of all of those. We can then play a blacksmith to get the energy onto Turtonator. And right now, you've just seen how this deck gets set up on turn 1 of the game. There should not be any lag, ladies and gentlemen. I have closed everything that I can. Oh, actually, no, I haven't. There's other things that we can close. Fingers crossed. So, annoyingly, there's not actually anything else we can do because it's turn 1. But if it wasn't turn 1, we would be absolutely rocking and rolling right now. We've got a KO next turn with Bright Flame. And to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be rolling. Now, it should be fixed. It should be fixed, the British Brazilian. Of course, my goal here, like I say, I'm trying to make a YouTube video about this deck. I'm trying to avoid lag as much as I can. But I've literally done everything I can at this stage. Now, the sad news, and this is very sad news, is that I might not be able to run any streams for a couple of weeks. BT, my internet provider in the UK, have told me they're going to let me know by Friday when I can get regular internet installed. And I really need fibre to stream. So BT are the reason we might have to stop the streams for a little while, which is very upsetting. If you're in the UK, just don't use BT. That is my advice to you. All right. I'm feeling pretty confident about this game right now. So, no, we're not going to get a KO with Shell Trap as much as we would like to. What we are going to do is start building up another Turtonator on the bench. The theory is very simple. Don't leave too much energy on your active Turtonator. That's literally the reason why you play Blacksmith. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, I kind of really want to keep my muscle band for next turn. So what we're going to do... yeah, we're just going to Bright Flame for the KO. Because even if he gets a Gardevoir next turn, all I need is double Steam Up. Well, I've got my 2 Volcanion, I've got my 2 Fire Energy, and a Muscle Band, which I've got. combined with a Blacksmith, but I've got a Versus Seeker. So as it stands at the moment, even if he gets a Gardevoir this turn, we've got the KO next turn. Yeah, now I might actually need your help. If BT really start messing me about, I might need some of you to tweet at BT, and by some I mean all of you, to basically get them to get themselves in gear. Because I figure, even if, you know, if we get enough people telling BT to give me internet, they can't ignore me forever. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be immense. Wait, he's got 0 card hand, and he's not getting the KO here. Now, what I might even do, just for funsies here, because I don't want my opponent getting a KO, is I can then muscle band the active. Now, 160, 180 plus 60 is 240. So, let's use a Steam Up. And then let's use a Steam Up. And then let's use a Versus Seeker to grab ourselves a Blacksmith. Let's use a Blacksmith to move the energy onto the active Turtonator. We've now actually got an energy ready to go. And I'm going to be honest, I'm willing to put it on the active because Tapu Lele's not getting a KO. And now, ladies and gentlemen, who wants to watch my opponent scoop? Please tell me I've done the maths correctly. Boom! 240. My opponent has 0 cards in hand. Tapu Lele on the bench. What you going to do, man? What you gonna do? Other than cry and scoop the game. Which I know sounds really cruel, but yeah, and that's the power of this deck. Against things like Night March. Lucky? Why no Skyfield? Because I want the extra consistency of Scorched Earth, is the simple reason. Oh, that was a fun game. We smashed them, ladies and gentlemen. Against stuff like Night March, it's literally, can they hit a Lysander? Because if not, you win with Shell Trap. But against EX-GX heavy decks, it's kind of hilarious at times because it's just like, well, what are you going to do? I would give BT 0 Wassies. I spent 2 hours on the phone to BT the other day, and the conclusion of the phone call was BT telling me, we're going to let you know on Friday, hopefully, when you can have internet. Not you can have internet, we're going to let you know on Friday. BT are horrible. If you love PTCG radio, you don't love BT. Yeah, see, I'm tempted to give BT a half Wassie, but, I mean, they're bad. But can anyone really bring us that level of barbarity? I mean, we're not barbaric. Okay. Once again, this should, assuming we can get set up here, and I see no reason why we shouldn't be able to, we should be able to actually get rolling quite nicely here. So, the question is, what do we do? So, okay. I'm just trying to work it through, because I kind of want to just... Okay, let's get rid of those two, so we can definitely afford to get rid of those two. And let's grab ourselves a Turtonator, because Turtonator, like we saw in the previous game, he is going to be our boy this particular game. Oh, this is awkward. I don't really want to lose the Versus Seeker, and I really don't want to lose the Choice Band, but no, this could give us such an aggressive start, ladies and gentlemen, that it's just kind of too good to pass up the opportunity. And then once again, we'll get rid of a Coal... Oh no, what am I doing? We definitely want Blacksmith in the discard. Oh, this is going to suck. Essentially here, we're just giving up our computer search. That is the first time we would have been able to use computer search today, and we're just giving it up. I know I could have battle compressed an N, but I just want a fast start here. That's all I'm going for. I want the start, ladies and gentlemen. Now, annoyingly, I don't currently have a... Ooh, this is awkward. Because as it stands at the moment, I don't have the muscle band I'd need to KO with Volcanion. But I don't have the float stone. So I'm worried that if I put my energy on Turtonator, I'm not going to be able to get the Volcanion out of the active. And I'm worried that if I put the energy on Volcanion, I'm not going to get the KO. But if I put it on Turtonator, then Volcanion's going to be stuck in the active. And that's really awkward. Because I'd need double steam up. Ugh. Or I could save the energy for Scorched Earth next turn. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what I should be doing. That is the correct way to do things. And you know what? If I have to use... Actually, I can't really Sycamore next turn, because then that's 2 Blacksmith, 2 Versus Seeker gone. So, hope our opponent ends us. Or, hope our opponent is able to whiff... Well, firstly, we need him to whiff the KO here. That's important. I'm afraid at this stage, ladies and gentlemen, I don't really know if there's anything I can do in terms of lag, except get a better computer. Now, here's what I'm slightly worried about. What I could have done was... Yeah, see, if my opponent gets a turn... Oh, he whiffed the Max Elixir! That helps me. Now, this is another deck which is just absurdly good and expanded. There is an argument for just popping 1 Marshadow in my deck. There was also an argument for using Battle Compressor to get rid of Lysander so that I could KO a Shaman with Volcanion. To be honest, I wouldn't mind if he took a KO here, but I don't think he can. I don't think he can take a KO. I could be wrong. An N here would be great, because I don't have what I want right now. Haha! Kizzy is amazing. Apparently you are amazing. No, it's a Sycamore. So, what have they played? I don't know if they've attached an energy this turn yet. Okay, 2 Versus Seeker is good for me. Here comes Battle Compressor. Man, expanded decks are annoying. I forget how annoying they are sometimes. What is my opinion on cutting 2 to Octillery for a 2-2 Zoroark? In the mirror match, you will get Zoroark KO'd by Gallade, which could lose you the game. Which would be a big problem. But generally, I don't think it's terrible, but it's a GX that gives up 2 prizes. If Zoroark ever gets too popular, there is going to be an issue in that everybody is just going to end up playing Marshadow and just taking advantage of you. Oh my goodness. They're actually hitting 150 at the moment. No, they're hitting 170. That's ridiculous. They've got 6 energy out turn 1. That's 140 with a choice band is 170. Wait, they played a Sycamore. Yeah, they can't end me. This is ridiculous. Although, is that a KO? I don't think it's a KO, is it? Okay. Thing is, though, I can't get out the active. So, what we're going to have to do here... Yeah. I mean, I know I don't really care about his bench right now. I'm just trying to kind of get cards out of my hand. Because essentially, because this is already a KO. All I need is a float stone. Now, I don't play that many. I don't know what my odds are. I'm only drawing 4 cards. But if I hit a float stone here, I've got the KO, and I am very much in charge in this game. That's a terrible, terrible, terrible hand. And my opponent's probably got a Lysander next turn. Oh, actually... He's got a full bench so he can't Lele. He hasn't played one yet. If my opponent's got a Lysander next turn, I'm in trouble. But as it's... Ugh, it's a bad whiff. Wait a second. I've still got Scorched Earth. Oh. It's a lot to ask for. I mean, I went through as much of my deck as I could. I don't play that many float stones. There's nothing I can do. My opponent's getting a KO this turn. But I'm not terribly worried. If he plays a Lysander or a Guzma, then I'm worried. That's an issue. That is what I really don't want to happen. I don't mind going down a KO here because I can maybe end him in the late game. But, yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now he's got the KO. But does he have the Lysander? He can't Lele for it. He can't Versus Seeker for it. Oh, he's got it in hand! How does he have it in hand? Ugh. That is garbage, ladies and gentlemen. He had it in hand. Oh, that's rubbish. That's so annoying. Because he couldn't Lele. I made sure he had no bench space. He couldn't Versus Seeker. He hadn't used one yet. Now I've got to use this for a steam up, which means I can't use it to draw more cards with Scorched Earth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Hopefully he's running out of steam now. We get the KO. The question is, which one of us is going to run out of steam first? Maybe, I'm worried it's going to be me. Not to mention, of course, my Volcanion on the bench that's only got 10 HP remaining. So something like a Guzma and a Hypnotoxic Laser would get the KO. Now, whoever it was that played Solgaleo against me at the weekend... Oh my goodness, I couldn't even get another Turtonator. If he gets a KO here, we are really in trouble. Although, to be honest, we still need a Muscle Band or an Energy for a KO next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he needs 8 and a Choice Band. So he needs another Energy, and there's the other... My goodness! I mean, kudos to my opponent. He's clearly got a really good deck list. If he hits Choice Band off here, I'm going to be salty, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to be salty. Yeah, whoever it was, I want to make a video about Solgaleo Rayquaza. So whoever it was that sent me that, if you could please just send me an email at ptcgradio@hotmail.co.uk or... Okay. I don't really care about that. Or if you could tweet me a list. He's not got the KO. Okay. This is how we turn the game, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Now we might be able to do something here. So, first thing we do is we Versus Seeker for a Blacksmith. And we Blacksmith the Energy onto Turtonator. This is going to be close, but I think we might be able to do it. If we don't do it, it's going to be heartbreaking. We then use Steam Up. You know what's funny? If my and I don't think I'm willing to bet my opponent probably doesn't play it. But if my opponent right now drops a Tapu Koko, he can actually take 4 prizes and win the game. Now, here's my worry. I don't know what to do. Because even when I get the KO, I've got no Turtonator out. And I've got very little of anything out right now. Now, Chorus is just as good as, if not better than Sycamore. So let's get rid of both of them. And this is a very awkward question. Do we go Shaman to try and get some more stuff going? Or do we go to... We don't even have an energy for Turtonator. This is a huge risk. We need a Turtonator off this Shaman to 4. But come on. Oh, we get the Turtonator. And we get the energy. Which means that next turn, if we have an energy, we get the win. And we will still need an energy. But an energy Blacksmith gets us the win next turn. And we've already got the Versus Seeker for the Blacksmith. So we can Bright Flame now. Take the KO. Oh, and my opponent being 10 damage short really hurt him. As much as I would be sad, how cool would it be if my opponent just dropped a Tapu Koko right now? And just did 20 damage to all of my Pokemon. Took 4 prizes and won the game. That would be a cool ending. As it is, though, I still don't have the win in hand. Because I don't have an energy. Now, I play a lot of energy in this deck. And there's 10 total. So there's still about 3 left in my deck. And... no, I don't have any No, I don't have any Shaman left. I think I've got a... okay, that's fine. Doesn't matter. Doesn't hurt me. But it's energy for the win now. No, he's got it. Good play from my opponent. Cannot fault him here. Night Spear for the win. If you've ever got to take a loss, ladies and gentlemen, that's a good loss to take. Like I said, back at the beginning of the game. Yeah, I was too fixated on Tapu Koko. Like I said, at the beginning of the game, it was when I whiffed that Floatstone. Whiffing that Floatstone lost me that game. If I'd have been able to retreat turn 1, I'd have won. But I couldn't. And the thing against a deck like that is they get set up so well that it's really difficult to keep up. It literally is. If you get the first KO and keep going, you win. Now, my opponent got unlucky when they were 10 damage short of the KO. But then again, I got unlucky with a Floatstone, and I got unlucky when he had the Guzma in hand when I did everything I could. Nothing I could do about it. Now, there's an argument I should have used AZ to pick up the Volcanion. Problem is, if I do that, I've got to use Baby Volcanion, and if my opponent has a Guzma, he wins the game, so it's kind of irrelevant. That's a terrible opening hand. It's a terrible opening hand. I'm not going to do any viewer battles today, ladies and gentlemen, purely because I just don't have enough time. Like I say, I am going to have to stop soon. But do let me know, ladies and gentlemen, where are you in the world and what time is it wherever you are? And of course, make sure you click that follow button if you haven't done so already. And make sure you subscribe. It is September. I do like quite a good pun myself. Which means if you subscribe normally, it's half price. But it's Twitch that take the hit, not the streamer. And if you are an Amazon Prime subscriber, it means you get a free subscription once per month. I would like it if you used it on my channel. But of course, if you... oh, this might be Greninja. You don't really beat Greninja. I think we might have to AZ for game. So what do we got? We got California, we got Netherlands, Kansas City, Denmark, London, Georgia, Belgium, Greece. We got a night... okay, we're going to lose this game. It's weird how both the games we've had absolutely nothing. We've had an AZ in hand for Senpoku, which is kind of cool. Yay, Stewie515 just subscribed with Twitch Prime. I'd love it if you were all able to follow his leads. Although, as always, ladies and gentlemen, please only subscribe if you are in a position to do so. And of course, even if you're not, that's fine. Oh, we've hit 100. Ugh. No, we're doing it. By doing this, you may lose the game. We can't promise, but you may. Let's celebrate 100 viewers by losing the game. Woo! We've got Canada, Virginia, Pennsylvania. Let's try and have one more good game to finish out the stream. Like I say, bit of a shorter stream today. But with an expanded tournament coming this weekend, I just wanted to play around with my favourite expanded deck for an hour. The fact that it said you may lose the game, that's what really made me happy. So, we've only got about 10-15 minutes left. Let's see if we can get some more sub-hype going. But as always, if you can subscribe, that's fine. Make sure that you are following on Twitch and watching my streams. Make sure you are subscribed on YouTube and watching my videos there. Earlier today, Toppers James, I did say so. We're not going to be able to do any viewer battles today. I do apologise. Okay, that's not a bad opening hand. We can work with this opening hand. To be honest, I might just power heater. So, yeah, where am I going with this? I mean, to be honest, we usually have good hands. Yay, Stewie's got the sub emote of Wassy. I hope you enjoy it, sir. And back to 100. Life is good again. Oh my goodness, I like this. Can we win the game? I don't think we can. Well, it's possible, but it's quite a lot to ask for. Because we would essentially here... Ooh, yeah, we're going to try. We're going to try and get a donk going. I don't think it's possible. I don't think we can do it. But in theory here... Oh, no, I think it's too much to ask. But we're going to try it anyway. I mean, essentially, we need a Turtonator. Okay, no, we're definitely not doing it now. So, to be perfectly honest, at this stage, I think I'm happy just playing a Sycamore. We tried, it didn't work, but the thing is, we can just get a turn 1 power heat. Oh, why didn't I steam up? Steam up would have been such a better plan there. Good news is, we still can. So, let's use a steam up. Now, is it worth using one? Yes, it is worth using one more steam up. Annoyingly, we don't have a Turtonator on the bench. Clearly, in hindsight, it would have been better to go for a Turtonator rather than a Shaman. But hey-ho, these things happen. I mean, Volcanion's still a good attacker. Now, if my opponent doesn't get a Pokemon, we will win this turn. But here comes Bridget. What if... Ooh, what if Expanded was Diamond and Pearl on nothing in the ban list? I mean, Claydol, everyone would want many, many Claydol, would be one thing. Oh, it's Drampa Garb. Let's not play too many more items. Good news is we've only played 2 items. Oh, I don't agree with that play at all. I mean, it works for me beautifully. But, okay, so... If we power heat a... bit much to ask for. So, I mean, to be honest here, it's not necessarily... Yeah. I mean, it'll work. It'll get me a KO on a Tapu Lele. I'd rather have more Pokemon out, but we still got the 2 Volcanion on the bench. And as it stands at the moment, my opponent doesn't really have anything that can KO it. So, we'll take it, ladies and gentlemen. We will take it. Now we... Oh, that's not a glorious end to the stream. Oh, yeah. Grass Energy, that is a bit weird. Right, one more. Whatever happens, last game on the stream. We've had some good wins today. So, do check out the Discord, ladies and gentlemen. Discord is good. Discord is fun. I have never been to Texas. I have been to Hawaii, New York, North Carolina, and Florida, and Washington properly. And then I've passed through Georgia and South Carolina, but more just kind of driving through, not really stopping. Now it looks like we've got ourselves potentially. Now this could either be Xerneas or it could be Gardevoir. Either way, I don't mind this at all. What's my favourite food? It's either curry or pizza. It depends on my mood. One thing I'm very excited about tomorrow. Tomorrow is my wife and I's last night in this house. Wife's lived here for 3 years. I've lived here for about 1.5 at this stage. And the very first night she moved in, we had curry from the local curry place. So what we're doing tomorrow to celebrate leaving the house, we are having another curry from the same curry place, which is kind of cool. I think it's a really fun thing to do. So that's what we're going to be doing. And curry's amazing, but sometimes I'm in a pizza mood. So, you know. I am going to use... Oh! It's Mega Gardevoir. That changes things up a little bit. Not too much, but it does change things up a little bit. So... let's go and grab ourselves a blacksmith, because we can one-hit KO here, but there's quite a lot to ask. Now, the question is, we don't really want any energy on Volcanion, so, bit of a risk here, but we are just going to play an N. We really want Turtonator next turn. That's what we want. Okay. Ooh, not ideal. It's not ideal. We can make it work. Okay, so. Yeah. Oh, but we need... Wait, we haven't played it. We played an N. Okay. We need a blacksmith next turn. We're just going to assume we're going to hit one here. I don't really like using computer search for something basic like a Turtonator, but if it works, it works. This matchup really is going to come down to whether I can get big one-hit KOs. If I can, I'm going to win the game. If I can't, well, you know, it's going to be different. Now, good news is we've got a blacksmith ready for next turn. And what we're actually going to do, we're going to retreat. Because I don't think my opponent can really do much this turn. But next turn, my opponent can absolutely go for a... Can get a field blower and get rid of that float stone, which I don't want them to do. And I'm not going to play the Shaman, because next time I can play this card, this card, this card, then Shaman, and draw more cards. Now, we are going to need a Muscle Band or a non-GX Volcanion... Oh, sorry, an EX Volcanion for a Steam Up in order to get a KO. I am really colourblind, Hitmondrew. Have been... For as long as I can remember, I've had proper tests being done. I was given extra time in my practical chemistry exams in school and extra help because I had to have my teacher describe the colour to me because I don't get colours. Like purple, what's purple? How much do you have to pay for a regular podcast and can you get them offline? I don't know what you mean by that, Toppers James. I'm sorry. Oh, so the good news is he's gotten rid of an energy. That's going to be useful for a whatchamacallim in later on, a Mega Turbo. But he has got rid of a Spirit Link, which isn't ideal. Now he's got the Hooper. I don't really want to play all my Shamans because Shaman's an easy KO. But then again, hopefully here, my opponent's going to play a Skyfield, and then when my opponent plays a Skyfield, I can take advantage of that to get rid of my Shaman when I play my own Stadium. So we need all we need is a Muscle Band or an Ultra Ball, and we've still got 4 of them left in our deck, or an EX Volcanion. Any of those would get us a KO this turn. That was none of them. So, let's do that. Let's Versus Seeker for a blacksmith, because we still want to get a KO going. We can now blacksmith onto Turtonator. Now this is awkward. Do I Shaman for free and try and hit the Volcanion, or do I attach the energy and Shaman for 4, but then I need to... No, this is better, because I need to hit the energy as well. If we hit a Volcanion EX, ladies and gentlemen, we're loving it. We hit one. That is awesome. Now we can use Steam Up. Now we've got the KO. And honestly, my opponent needs 8 bench Pokemon discarded to get the KO next turn. It is actually possible. But I would say it's highly unlikely. Although possible. Oh, no. Because I tell you what, if they... I kind of want to attach the energy, but I kind of want to keep it for a Steam Up next turn, so I can blacksmith Steam Up, then I'm only hitting 190. I don't think I'm getting a KO next turn. I'll need a, no, I'll tell you what. Because now we can Sycamore next turn. If my opponent gets a KO, it's a very bad thing. But what I'm really looking for here is now... If my opponent doesn't get a KO, I don't need to blacksmith next turn. I can manually attach Sycamore and then try and get some more stuff up and rolling. Oh. Okay. I mean, to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, that is the power of Volcanion. That's the power of Volcanion Turtonator. I know on a bunch of the games today... They didn't last very long, but I can't help that. That's how good this deck is. I love it. It's my favourite deck in Expanded. And even though it's not a PTCG radio plug, I would ask you all, this coming weekend, go to Pokemon.com/live, there will be a stream from Bilbao special event. It'll be featuring myself and my good friends Joe, Nick and Julian, if I remember correctly. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so much fun. Please join me this weekend. Get those viewer numbers up. And if there is a chat, please get involved. There was at World. I don't know if there's going to be one in Bilbao or not, but if there is one, let me know. So, usual rules apply. Make sure you click follow. Make sure you watch future streams. Check Twitter at the Wassy for that. Make sure you are subscribed on YouTube. Make sure you're watching my YouTube videos. Don't forget, if you want to support the channel, you can do so at patreon.com/PTCG Radio. That's where bonus pods are born. And where am I going with this? I'm losing it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, and make sure that you subscribe if you can on Twitch. It's half price at the moment, or if you've got an Amazon Prime subscription, it's free. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves until next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio. Bye.